Don't do this if you want to make money online. Over the next 4 minutes, I'm going to show you the one thing you must never do if you want to make a lot of money on the internet. This is a super easy trap to fall into, and it absolutely 100% must be avoided at all costs. Now, before we get started, if you want to learn the single, quickest, easiest, most headache-free path to making money online, I have a super in-depth step-by-step training you can watch for free. Just go to sellwithsolo.com/free or click the link in the description below. Now, for those of you who don't know me, my name's Tom Sears. I've created 30,000 customers and sold multiple 7 figures online. And in every single one of my videos, you're going to get one strategy you can implement immediately that will help you make an awesome, life-changing online income. So, like I mentioned, in this video, I'm going to show you the one thing you must never do if you want to make a lot of money online. Okay, let's get started. Now, this is a mistake I see beginners to online business make all the time. And it's not just the newbies, right? Even the most experienced of business owners often get caught up in this trap too. So here it is. It's trying to build a business selling what you want to sell rather than what the marketplace actually wants. Now, here's why that's a recipe for a bad time. People think, you know what I'd love to do? I'd love to start a business doing X, whatever it is, right? And they get all excited. They dive in head first. They do a bunch of work. They work super hard. Then when it's time to start selling, it's just crickets, right? Nobody wants it. And the reason that happens is because they didn't bother to check if there was actually a market for that thing. And a lot of the time, people are trying to be too clever, right? They convince themselves, they can see a gap in the market that nobody else is filling, and they try to invent this brand new thing that's never been done before. And that is another recipe for a bad time, right? Chances are, if it's never been done before, there's a reason, and that's most likely that there isn't a market for that thing. Maybe that's okay for people like Steve Jobs, but for like normal people like you and I, we want to do things a little differently. So here's what we do. Step 1, if you already have a business idea, you want to validate that idea first before you do anything else, right? You want to make sure there's a big group of people who want that thing before you start building it. And don't worry, right? If you don't have an idea yet, I'm going to show you how to come up with a good idea in just a second. So how do you validate your business idea, right? You look in 3 places. Number 1, you search for it on YouTube, right? Let's say you're thinking of creating an online piano learning course, right? You search piano lessons on YouTube, right? And if you see videos with millions of views, that's a very good sign there's an audience big enough to support your business. Number 2, if it passes that test, go to Amazon and do the same thing. Let's say you're thinking of, creating an online workout program. Go to Amazon and search for workout programs. If you see a lot of books being sold, people are spending money in that market. And finally, number 3, go to Google and see if there are other people selling something the same as or similar to your business idea. So let's say you're thinking of creating an online coaching program to help kids get through school, right? Whatever it is. Type that into Google, and if you see ads offering the same or something similar, that's a pretty good indication that they're making money because they're spending money on those ads, right? They wouldn't be doing that if there wasn't any money to be made. And that's something to keep in mind, right? Don't be put off by competition. That's actually a very good thing. If others are making money in that space, it proves that there is a market for it. You want to enter a market where there's a lot of competition because that tells you there's a lot of money to be made there, right? If there's no competition, there's probably no money in it. So think about it, right? Just because McDonald's exists doesn't mean there's no room for other burger joints, right? Does Burger King look at McDonald's and say, oh, well, they're already selling burgers, we might as well not bother, right? Of course not. Now, obviously, McDonald's is the big boy in that space, but there's still plenty of room for Burger King too, and Five Guys and Shake Shack and all the other burger places, right? So don't be scared off by competition. Competition is good. When you see a lot of competition, that should actually encourage you because it tells you it's a proven market where a lot of money is being spent. So here's what I want you to do, right? If you already have an idea for an online business you want to start, spend half an hour going through that 3-step research phase. If you don't have an idea yet, grab a pen and paper and write down every skill you have. Knowledge is super valuable and people will pay you for it. So maybe you know how to play a musical instrument, or maybe you're good with a certain piece of software, maybe you're good at cooking, or maybe you have some cool parenting tips that have worked really well for you. It can literally be anything, or maybe you know someone who has a skill like that and you can partner up with them. Write down as many ideas as you can, then go through the 3-step process for each of them and see if there's an audience for that idea. And if there is, you have a validated online business idea that can quite honestly make you a life-changing income online. And if you want to learn more, I've put together an in-depth step-by-step training that's going to show you how to structure your online product idea so that it becomes easy to sell, and how to create that product in just 2 hours and start making money that very same day, even if you're not an expert, a coach, or a teacher, and even if you don't have any formal qualifications or training. Anybody can do this, and I'm going to show you exactly how. And I'm happy to send it to you for free. Just go to sellwithsolo.com/free or click the link in the description below. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.